Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And today we're going to be watching and reacting to Fire Force Season 2, Episode 8. And Richard, in the last episode, we got to the Chinese Peninsula. We got off. We found out the farmland with all the potatoes were ravaged and potato harvest was decimated in some sort or another.
It was tragic.
Had a thief, taking potatoes, and one of our crew members were not very fond of that.
No.
But anyway, so we take off into the desert, I guess it would be, and wasteland. We're heading toward this peninsula, or well, not peninsula, oasis. And as we get there, we find a talking mole. We find a talking crow. We get attacked by huge rock snakes, worms,
right, yeah.
something. And have the whole crew tripping on gas except for one,
because nobody
and
he was the only one wearing his mask.
And we had an interesting little field trip. So once we arrived there at the oasis, we find this lush, just all these trees and vegetation and things like that. Kind of find leftover cars and technology that's been kind of just overtaken. And we also find the tabernacle, which is an Amaterasu similar to the one that's in Tokyo. So
I think they said it was a little bit smaller than the one in
a little bit smaller. So it might have been a precursor to the one that's in Tokyo, maybe one they built long before that as like a prototype or something like that, or however. And so with Shinra getting voices telling him to protect the forest, our group's suddenly starting to get attacked by infernal dogs. They're finding out at night they're surrounded by infernals and all these different things. So really looking forward to see what we're going to learn about this new area and what this is going to bring. So if there's nothing else, let's just get right into this episode.
All right. Protect the forest. Protect the forest. The Dual Link.
It's the tree spirits.
But it wasn't what's her face though.
Yeah. Dude, how would they know?
I know, right? Oh.
Huh.
Is it the tabernacle? See, it's not her though. It doesn't sound like her.
It's interesting that he could hear it from a direction too.
True, yeah.
I just thought it was like a voice in his head.
I wonder if it's the next pillar. And they actually even mentioned there were pillars surrounding that tabernacle. I wonder if it's the same pillar, same amount of pillars that the evangelists are trying to find.
Yeah, I know they had that map in the last episode that showed all the pillars around it, but I didn't even think to count them.
Right. But maybe somebody's inside. Also, if these animals can start talking, who knows if a freaking tabernacle can start talking? Oh. Benefactor.
After? Is this Raffles?
Maybe.
Oh. Maybe we'll find out what made him talk.
Oh.
Gotta evangelize the animals.
I guess so.
Taught us how to speak. Spatial rift.
Oh. Wow.
then she attached it to him, I guess.
I guess so.
What?
Wow.
So they've been alive almost since
250 years.
So was that there before the Great Cataclysm, I guess?
I guess so, yeah. Oh, so 6 pillars it looks like.
No, there's 8. There's 2 and 2. There's 4 on each side.
Okay, so the tabernacle did create the...
So I wonder if people had that flame in their eye have longer lives.
But see, he's the only one that has that, though. The crow doesn't have that.
Yeah.
I wonder if she did something to... Well, no, he's got the...
Yeah,
the crow also has a... Infernal. Yep.
Oh. Huh.
What? Oh, wow. Oh.
What?
What happened?
Yeah. I'm so confused.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forget the buffs.
I wonder if they're gonna interrupt her or something.
I think she finished. Excalibur! Wow. Latin.
That don't taste good.
Can't you just fire oh, well, actually, no, don't fire missiles. Never mind.
Is he gonna grow in size or something?
Or he's gonna have like a flame.
Or he'll just yell at them.
Oh, alright. This guy, man, he's like super useful.
Oh.
Wait. I was gonna say, well,
why not?
I mean, I guess. I was gonna say, I don't think we've ever heard. Oh,
I
that's
mean,
right.
true.
That is
Whenever
true.
they when they kind of upgrade a little bit,
Yeah.
Just calm down. Oh well. Okay, I thought there was gonna be like a moment of like,
Right.
hey, let's talk, but never mind.
I mean, that could still happen though.
If they left any alive.
Right. What?
Oh.
Oh. Huh.
So maybe it's been reworked
Maybe?
to try to... Well, I don't know. I mean, it did technically probably end the world, or at least wipe out a lot of it.
I think it can, but it doesn't necessarily have to. Oh, yeah. But she didn't create it, though. She just
Yes.
refurbished it.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's a really old version of an infernal, maybe.
I'm not sure if I can trust you right now either, Shinra.
What?
Oh, that's like a demon infernal.
Huh. Oh. Like detonation codes?
I think so.
Tempeh?
Evangelist. Evangelist. See
Huh.
that. Oh. That's actually kind of different from the Latome.
Yeah.
I can't do that, though. Oh, yeah, it's true that it took them so much just to do all of that. Multiple brigades, even. Well, but see, you don't want them. Yeah, exactly. Destroy the tablets.
Hmm?
Destroy
Yeah.
the tablets. Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah, that's
bad sign if they start bragging like that.
right. You know, honestly, that's gotta really suck for Shinra to walk around barefoot all the time.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, it's convenient because he can just use his flame whenever.
Right.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
You've been found out.
Oh.
Oh, what do we have here?
What?
There's numbers over there, too. Yep. Yep.
With numbers on the floor.
Yeah. On the floor, on the wall.
Huh.
Yeah, you guys are about ready to get attacked. Obviously. Why didn't you guys stand by the door? They're by the door, though. Shinra, you're gonna have to use your
Oh.
No, not into the forest. I mean, okay. I get that.
I mean, I'm sure these guys can help you pass on.
Right.
How generous.
Yeah, no, right? What are you doing?
He's getting too caught up in this.
Right. Yeah, that's true. How about if there was a way to like drag them out of the forest? Oh.
Wonder if he's just as oh.
Ooh. Man, he just like wow. He survived somehow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're the main character.
True. Right?
But still.
It's true. Plus, even if you did, it would probably still burn down this forest. Uh-oh. Oh.
Huh.
Creepy lady. Uh-oh.
Did she take...
I think she gave him some power. Ha! What? Oh. What? What?
I mean, in the back of my mind, a large number like that, I always think of like the number for pi, but
I was just thinking it was just a bunch of random numbers. All right, John. How'd you feel?
Wow, that was quite an episode. A lot of action. I still really lost.
Yeah.
I mean, especially whenever at the end of it they're like, "Oh, it's the numbers to pi," and Arthur figured it out.
Yeah, of all people.
Wow.
And on top of that too, we've also got freaking talking infernals
that have been around for almost 250 years.
Right, talking infernal demons. And we've also found out that these sentient animals have also been around for about that long. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got backstory in reference to some things. At the same time, it didn't help clear up anything at all. It was just kind of like, well, that's interesting. I wish I knew more. Like, what happened to her? I mean, did she go to that one? Did she go to the Adola Link?
I'm thinking she did because she's obviously there. She somehow connected with Shinra. So I don't know what that means for Shinra. I mean, I'm assuming when she passed through him, I'm assuming she gave him at least some power, maybe enough power for him to take down that demon.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, and this is just a theory, we haven't seen the next episode yet, but I'm thinking that regardless of everything, Shinra's probably going to destroy that demon, but I do believe that he is going to just end up destroying the oasis, because I did notice for the first time somehow during the intro, at the very end of that intro, you do see what's his name, Scop or whatever, the mole. You do see him in that intro, so I'm kind of thinking that maybe he's going to go back with them, and he's going to be the mascot of 8th Brigade. Again, just a theory. I really don't know, but that just kind of got me thinking at the very end, because they're talking about protecting the forest, and it's like something's going to happen to the forest.
Yeah, the more we find out about this area and things like that, the more there are scenes of the opening that I'm like, oh. Okay.
Right.
But I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a random action scene, but
I don't have context, but it feels like this is spoilery.
But I mean, once again, it's like I like the episode. I give it a thumbs up. I don't think it's great, but I did like it. I did enjoy the action scenes. I guess it's just that like lingering thing in the back of my mind where I'm like, we're just not getting the right amount of information. It feels like we get up to a certain point and we hit this wall of like what the writer just wants to reveal to us, and I'm like kind of frustrated, I guess, now, because it's like super important we find it out, but we're almost in their situation where we can't know it. So I mean, I get it, but wow.
Like I just want to know more. That to me
I
is
really
a good
do
thing.
want to know more.
That to me is a good thing, because it's like I want to get to the next episode and see what happens. I want to see the next episode after that, and the next episode after that, and like I want to see what happens this series.
Yeah, and I guess it just feels like there's no certain way to figure it out. Like maybe that's what it is. Like I don't see a certain path to take. Maybe that's what it is. Where I'm like, we're just fumbling around, and all of a sudden Shinra gets these random bursts, and they're like, "Oh, tell us, what are you hearing? What are you seeing?" And it just seems so scattered and random that I'm just like, well, if we follow these clues and they lead to the wrong result, then what do we do? And then all the infernals are telling them, "Oh,
This
is not what that's for. This is
Right.
for destruction. Well, you guys are silly.
Which is funny because I thought when they said that, they were like, when they said, oh no, this thing's meant to be, destructive or whatever, I was like, oh, so these infernals are actually trying to protect this place to make sure that nobody uses it for destructive purposes. Then later on, when it was revealed, oh no, they're trying to use it to destroy everything because they want to die.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you were alive for 250 years as that...
And burning.
Yeah, and burning, like, okay, that makes sense. You would want to, do that to be released and...
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just conflicted because I do want to know more. I'm really excited to know more, but at the same time, I'm just like, I wish it was more clear what we needed to do. But yeah, I do get it. They're blindly going into it as we are, I guess. Right. And yeah.
See, I'm actually kind of like, I guess the opposite of you in a sense, because like this episode especially, it just felt like there was a lot of information. I'm just kind of like, wow, I'm still kind of processing it all.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of information, but it all just seemed to kind of just come up to a point and stop. It's like in season 1 we were given information about the history with Raffles and all these different things about how I guess he recreated society, or I don't remember actually what the story was, but now we're getting a new historical character, and I'm like, well, okay, that's pretty cool. She taught animals how to talk. She lit a flame that quenched their hunger and made them live a very, very long time. What is going on? I don't... It goes back to that thing I don't understand.
Yeah.
I want to know more. What is up with this fire in this world?
I guess you just kind of have to, suspend your, suspend your disbelief or whatever, so.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of just sit back and enjoy the ride.
I mean, and to a degree, I think that's what it is. It's like sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm trying to enjoy your ride, but what are we doing? I don't know.
We're kind of swerving left and right.
I mean, I got to admit, in the first season, whenever bugs were the catalyst for some of the things, it really hit me hard, and I was like, I don't know if I can keep watching a show like this. We're going to do this. We're injecting bugs into people, and they're trying to see if they're going to survive. So, I mean, to a degree, I guess that makes sense now, because those animals having, I guess, some kind of a Adola link is maybe what's up with these animals that can talk. Maybe they're somehow connected to an Adola link, and they can possibly activate it in other people. I don't know.
Maybe it was that one lady's scarf or whatever she was wearing that she gave them, and it's like maybe that helped to make them more intelligent or whatever. I mean, or maybe it was just the flame. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because they were talking before she
that's true.
Gave them the scarf.
Yeah,
but it was like
true.
Whenever they got the scarf and the flame, it's like they had heightened awareness. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I guess we'll find that out.
But what are your thoughts on the episode, though?
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, the only thing is that, like, as I said earlier, for me, it was just like a lot of information to take in. Like, man, I'm still kind of processing it. I'm curious to see where this goes. In a way, I also kind of appreciate the wall that you were talking about, too. Just like, because I need a minute. I need a minute to really think about what you just told me here. Like, this lady did all these different things, and it's like it supported this oasis and everything, but now these infernals are going to use this. I'm assuming it's going to be like a nuclear meltdown or something like that, something to that effect, assuming this is a nuclear power plant. They're going to use that to blow everything up. We're going to have a Chernobyl type situation, or worse, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm still just kind of processing all this information and trying to like...
Maybe it's the amount of information we get all the time. Because it's just like sometimes we don't get a break. He's like, okay, I told you that. Here, now process this.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think it's more just like, hey, by the way, for these 5 episodes, we're just going to action, and
Mm-hmm.
fighting and everything like that. But now we're going to take about 2 or 3 episodes, and hey, here's some information. Here's more information. More information.
Yeah.
So, and then we're going to go back to the action. So it's like...
See, what's weird is I think looking back on this series, once we get to the end of it, once we get to the finale, everything's just laid out. All the plans are, we've kind of figured everything out. We know where the end is.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably restart this series and just love it because I'll be like, oh, look at that small little detail.
Right, yeah.
That's setting up for something, 40 episodes in the future.
Yeah,
whenever,
Is that how One Piece is? Like...
I mean, don't get me wrong. That is a lot how One Piece is. There are stuff that you're like the writer will reveal, and he's like, I just want you to know that's there.
Yeah.
And he won't even make it a big deal. Like he'll be like, oh, hey, look, that character found a bracelet, and then someone else might be like, hey, I really would like that bracelet. Would you trade something for it? And they're just like, nah, just take it. It's just a bracelet. And then you find out it's like a treasure map to some huge thing or something. I don't know, but it is just just something crazy. But he just always has something. There's no detail left undone with his writing. But yeah, gotcha. I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be the same way with this, where he's got it so thought out that once we get to the end and the great reveal is done and the Adola Link and the Adola Burst is all broken down for us. And that's going to take so much to do, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll just be like, well, if you think about it, the Adola Link is this, and the Adola Burst is that. And who knows, maybe it'll be in such simple terms that I'll just be like, well, duh. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Now let's go back and rewatch it and figure out what that meant for, Shinra's mom turning into an infernal and blowing the place up.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. But I mean, overall, I like this episode. It was good. It's just, again, just a lot to take in, and I'm just kind of curious to see what happens next.
Yeah. I mean, we need to figure out why pie is going to save the day.
What is so important about pie? I mean, other than the obvious thing that it's delicious and nutritious, obviously. But no, yeah, I'm curious to see how that all factors into everything. So, with that being said, do you have any other final thoughts?
No.
All right, guys. So, what did you think of this episode? And what is your favorite kind of pie? I don't mean the numbers either. I mean the pie, the actual pie, the good stuff. Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, definitely subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell to keep up with our content. And check out our Patreon. We'd really appreciate that as well. So we'll see you in the next episode.